Hello YouTube and welcome to another Mac tutorial. So in this video I'll show you how you can password protect a folder in any version of macOS. So are you ready? Let's get started. So let's say for example that you have a folder and you want to pass protect it. So for example here on my desktop I have a folder called data. So as you can see inside this folder, I have 3 files. So you can have whatever you want inside your folder. You can have files, folders, or programs as you want. So let's say that you want to password protect this file which is called, or this folder which is called data. So the process is pretty simple to do actually, without using any third-party program. Okay, so you go to your Spotlight search and you type, as you can see here, disk utility. So it's a program that comes actually with any version of macOS that you have. So you double click on it so in order to launch it. Here we go. So now you have your program here launched. So you go to your menu, file, and new image. Okay, so for this new image menu you have to choose image from folder, as you can see here. So here we go. Now you have to choose the folder that you want to actually password protect. So as I told you, I will choose the folder called data, as you can see here, which is located on my desktop. So all I have to do is to choose or to select the folder that I want to password protect and choose the button actually choose. Okay, so here we go. So now you can save actually this folder into any name you want. So let's call it, for example, data, or just leave it data as it is. And here where you want to actually save this file, which is actually a folder, not a file. But here we're gonna create a file that represents actually this folder password protected. So I will leave it on my desktop so you can see it. So for the encryption, you have to choose what encryption that you want. So I will go with the recommended one, which is 128-bit. So okay, you can choose also the 256-bit, but I will just choose the first one, which is recommended. Okay, and here I have to provide a password for this folder. So you have not to forget this password. So you can choose whatever password that you want. So here I will choose that simple one. Okay, I will verify it and I will hit choose. Okay, so this password is pretty important. You have to make sure you have not to forget it. Okay, so one last thing is here is the image format. So by default it's compressed, but you have to choose actually read and write. So if you choose a read and write, you can actually view the content of your folder. You read it, and you can also add files as you want or folder as you want to this password protected folder. So I will go with read and write. Okay, here we go. That's all. So I will hit save. And now my password protected file will be created. So as you can see here, the operation is successful. So I'm done. And now I can get rid of this disk utility. So I will go to quit disk utility. So what happened here? So actually I have created a disk image called data.dmg. So as you can see here, so actually this file here represent this data folder. So let's verify that. And the most important thing is it password protected. So if I click on that file, okay, so you can see now that they have to provide the password that they have entered previously. So let's, for example, let's first of all type any password. So something random here. So as you can see, I cannot open it. So let's provide now the correct password. And I will hit OK. And then what happened here, you can see that I have here a disk that has been created, or you can call it folder. So if I double click on it, I get all the files that I have actually password protected. So here I can get rid of this folder here, data, which is my original folder. So I can just move it to the recycle bin. And now I have actually the password protected folder. So I can open, for example, this file here, which is empty. So let's open this readme file. Okay, so you can see it contains some data. I can even write on this file here, which is config, which is empty. So let's type something, hello, for example. So let's save. Okay. So you can see here that I have all my files here that have been actually created inside this protected folder. So if I close that, and let's say that I am done with all the things that I want to do, so I can just eject this file or this folder here. So now when I eject it, all I have here is my image here, which is password protected. Okay, so if I want to reopen it, all I have to do is to double click on it, and I have to provide the password to get access to my protected folder. So this is very simple way in order to password protect a folder without using any third party program. So as always, I hope it has been informative for you, and I want to thank you for viewing. Bye bye.